Hello Pisces, welcome to your 2025 forecast. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Pisces. As you can see, I'm not in my normal space. I am on my annual trip to see my family for Thanksgiving. I'm at a hotel, the Umstead Hotel, just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. This is one of my favorite hotels in the world. This is absolutely amazing hotel. I love it here. I usually stop here, okay, when I see my family, but it's great, okay? Now, so different setup. You're gonna see me working off my laptop here as well, so I'm gonna be reaching over the screen, scroll through the notes. 2025 is a big year. Look at the first thing that I wrote here. Look at the first thing. All right, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about all these aspects. We're going to talk about how rare of a year 2025 is, okay, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now, the other thing that I got to tell you, Pisces, is that I really do encourage you to read your Rising and your Moon. You get the full story of what's going to happen for you for 2025, okay? And, for example, if you're a cross-watcher, right, you watch for if you're Pisces Sun, if you watch for, let's say, Taurus Rising, then money is going to be a huge thing for you. You're going to make so much money this year, okay? You already are with what's happening here. Watch out for this spring, summer, fall, the biggest seasons of it's from March until about August, September, just gangbusters, okay? But if you were Taurus rising, you're just gonna make so much money in the first half of the year, okay? That's just how it is. That's just how it is, all right? If you are, for instance, really here for love and relationships, well, I've got really great news for you, okay? But truly, let's say like you're a Capricorn rising, then whoa, second half of the year is gonna be off the charts. Anyway, let's actually all year. Well, the second half is definitely gonna be off the charts. Capricorn, if you were Capricorn rising, for instance. So a really good idea to take a look at your rising and your moon as well. But let me just tell you right off the bat, as I've been telling every other sign, your life is going to change in a humongous way. I've been talking about this for years, okay? We are entering a brand new era, okay? Brand new era, the Great Awakening, the Age of Ascension. We're on the brink of the Age of Aquarius as well, the Age of Wisdom. I mean, this is a really big year. You're going to see this big shift in humanity, collective shift, the collective. All right, let's just keep it that way. I'm going to talk a lot more about even these aspects alone, what that means for a second. I'm just going to kind of glaze over what's happening here for all Pisces. So if you are new to my channel, I'm giving you the astrological forecast, and I'm going to break it down into your spread for the year. After that, I'm going to break it down even more. I'm going to give you the one thing every month that I want you to circle in your calendar, okay? The most favorable aspect for all Pisces, okay? And then after that, I got something special for you. I'm going to do something special for you, all right? Just know that 2025 is a year that we have not seen ever, okay? Now, this is not just astrology. This is me being a channeler as well, okay? You've seen my live streams. If you haven't, I do make predictions. So that's one thing, with astrology, you don't make predictions, you forecast, right? Like a weatherman, okay? But, because I am an empath and intuitive, like I can actually make predictions, but also use tarot as well. So you're getting all of that here with me. Just know that I've been talking about 2025 for a long time. It is major, okay? It's a major defining year, all right? Even numerology, we'll talk about that, how it aligns perfectly with what's happening. 2025, 2026, I'm calling 2025 the most pivotal year of the decade. For some, it's going to be in their lifetime. For some, it's going to be like, you've never experienced this before. And that's the other thing, okay? 2026, if 2025 is the Great Awakening, right? 2026 is the greatest awakening. 2026 is the year. And so what's happening here, right? Spring, summer, fall. You're getting a preview of 2026 and beyond. So right now, Pisces, I want you to use 2025 to prepare for where you want to be by 2026. Yes, I am filming this while Mercury's retrograde, so there may be some slip-ups, like pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-raring. Anyway, so here's the thing. Astrologically, we have not seen anything like this in modern human history. That is not Mercury retrograde. That's a fact. You can go through an ephemeris. You cannot find what's happening here. The fact that the 4 outer planets are changing signs in such a compressed, compact period of time with everything else that's happening here. again, ancient astrologers didn't even know about Uranus or Neptune or Pluto. The archetypes did not exist. So what's happening in 2025? Nobody's experienced, dead or alive, okay? This is crazy. This is a big year. 2025 is going to be a big year. You got the North Node in your side too. So I just need to give you a little bit of a reminder, Pisces. Change is the only constant in this world. So part of this is preparing for change, okay? There's going to be some big change, and I want to remind you that, you know, when I say change, yes, having a baby, getting a promotion, starting your own business, things like that, falling in love, meeting your, soulmate. Those are big changes. But what's different about 2025 is that a lot of Pisces are going to experience change that you've never experienced before, first of its kind change, okay? You're going deep too. This is when you see a big spiritual shift as well, 2025. Huge spiritual shift. The, collective conscious, the collective unconscious, however you want to see it, there's going to be a big spiritual shift that starts now, all right? A lot of y'all are part of this already, feeling this awakening. It's major. It's absolutely major. Okay, so just continue your soul's journey and reap every reward that's coming toward you, and know that nothing is impossible, Pisces. That's what 2025 is for. The North Node in your sign, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Before I do, I want to remind you, and I always say this, don't live a little, live a lot, okay? You only have one life. Make it count. Go hard in 2025. You're going to get a lot of big opportunities. Take advantage of it, all right? So and you're just going to be a lot more aware, all right? Not only is this like a big awakening ascension, but for you with the North Node essentially is, people, it's a point of, fate, destiny, but you have to see it like your mission statement. And I do that a lot. Sometimes I take a step back and I think about, why am I here on Earth? What is my life's purpose? You're going to have a lot of moments like that in 2025. Okay, so really big year for you. It's almost like the rise of Pisces. The rise of Pisces. That kind of rhymes. Okay, again, I'm going to break this down for you now, but remember, I'm going to point out all the favorable aspects. We're going to go through all the eclipses. Remember, you got eclipse in your sign. It's on the nodes, right? All the eclipses are going to be in Pisces, Virgo. We're going to talk about that. Now, another thing that makes 2025 year rare is that all the planets are changing signs. Every single one. All right? We know the sun, the moon, the luminaries. We know Mercury, Mars, Venus, they change. They have faster orbits, so that's a given, right? But even still, this is big, okay? And you see these retrogrades here in the beginning, January, February, March, April. Mars, Mercury, and Venus all retrograde, okay? That's also rare. The fact that even Venus is going to be retrograde while Mercury is retrograde, we're going to talk about that. Big money moments for you. Now, let's start with Jupiter. Oh gosh, okay, I might have to pause this. Ruby wants to get off the bed. You want to get off the bed? Okay, here's a Mercury retrograde moment. All right, so let me see if I can do this without having to come back and edit this because, okay, get that mic out of me. There's Ruby. Okay, there you go. All right, let me put this mic back in so you can hear me a lot better. Pisces, I'm so sorry about that. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I've been having so many Mercury retrograde kind of things while I'm doing this video. You get to see the sunset with me as well. Anyway, so maybe you can take a screenshot of this or something. Just have this handy. We're going to go through this. North Node, South Node. So what does this mean? North Node is going to be in your sign. You're going to have a lot of moments. Who am I? What is my purpose? You're going to have a lot of those moments in 2025. Okay? South Node in Virgo, your opposite sign. Partnerships, relationships. You're going to be re-examining them. You're going to be letting some go. You're definitely going to, South Node is like past karmas as well. It's going to feel very karmic. And again, we will go deeper into this because this could turn out to be a 3-hour video and I don't want that. I only want you to have like an hour. I know 3 hours is a long time. So keep that in mind. Partnerships, relationships, even the way that you see them may be changing, okay? Can be career, can be love. This has not happened since 2006, 2008. Think about what happened around in your life around that time. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Okay, now the other thing that's happening, Jupiter will be moving, changing signs as well. You already know Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's going to be here until 2044. So this is a 19-year transit. Now we consider this new. It just moved into Aquarius permanently for its station in November. But we still consider it new because it's the slowest moving planet, meaning it's only moving like a degree, 2 degrees. It's going to be major, all right? That's your 12th house. A lot of spirituality is happening in your life this year, okay? This is a big spiritual movement for you, all right? You may even be big leaders in that, big leaders, spiritual movement, okay? So now, and I've talked about it, so you can look the Pluto and Aquarius video I did. I'll leave a link somewhere, probably in the description box. The other thing that's happening, Jupiter's moving into Cancer. Oh my goodness. So this is like the best year that you're going to have since 2012, 2013, 2014. The reason I say that, look at what's happening. Jupiter moving into Cancer in June. So what makes that so unique? It's changing signs. The planet of abundance, expansion, profit, wisdom, good fortune, luck, right? Moving into Cancer in June for an entire year until June 2026. So what does this mean? You've got luck, abundance, all of that in 2 areas of your life in 2025. How amazing. So the first half, you've got Jupiter in Gemini. So when Jupiter goes direct in February, boom, a lot of y'all are moving. A lot of y'all are moving in with someone. A lot of y'all buying property. A lot of y'all are doing stuff with family, children, all of that. Okay, that's your 4th house. But then when Jupiter moves into Cancer, oh my goodness, Pisces, you deserve this. That's your 5th house. The 5th house is the house of joy. The 5th house is house of pleasure. And it's the house of children. It's the house of creativity. Think of the word creativity, procreation. A lot of y'all are going to be having kids, okay? Or grandkids, whatever it is, right? Self-expression. It's also recreation. Remember, we're thinking about the word creativity, procreation, recreation, all of that, all on the table where you have the most luck out of all the signs, okay? The house of joy and pleasure. It's last time this happened, 2013. This is going to be amazing. You're going to have an amazing year. You're going to have an amazing year. All right, Pisces? So the other thing that's happening is Saturn moving into Aries. Listen, it's going to be here, Saturn. That starts in May. Yeah, I'm skipping around because I'm going by how, like, the shorter transits, Jupiter, just a year. So every 12 years moves into Cancer. Now, Saturn in Aries in May until September. Okay, so you got Saturn in Aries for 4 months. Whew, first time since 1996. It's been 36 years, all right? This is your 2nd house of income, salary, finances. Aries is entrepreneurial. Aries is go-getter energy, leadership energy. Saturn is like, let's be, like, I'm making you more responsible in this area. I'm giving you life lessons, and you're going to run with it. This is absolutely amazing. Remember, you're getting a preview of 2026 to 2029. With Saturn and Aries in your 2nd house. Remember, the North Node was in Aries all of 2024, so you were already having moments, right? And now you're putting it into action. Big action going to be happening, all right? Now, the other thing is 2nd house is self-worth. It's self-value, the things that you value, material possessions, all of that, okay? So boosting your confidence in what you do and who you are with the North Node in your sign, Jupiter in your 5th house, Pisces, you're set up. You're set up, all right? Now, Uranus moving into Gemini. You see that right here. Okay, July until November. What just happened? That's 4 months, okay? And then Uranus is going to be Gemini 2026 for 7 years. So, wow, big, okay? Because that's your 4th house. So you got Uranus and Gemini overlapping Jupiter and Cancer. Those 2 houses overlap family, children, a significant other, love, true love. The 5th house is true love too, by the way, Jupiter and Cancer. So a lot of y'all are going to be falling in love. The potential is stronger than any other sign with Jupiter there, all right? Now you got Uranus moving into, Uranus is all about breakthroughs, progress, the great awakener, surprises, the unexpected. Big, all right? Pisces, keep that in mind. That's going to be big. That's in your 4th house. Huge. Now, you also have Neptune joining Aries. That's in March until October 1st, 7 months, all right? So here's the crazy thing about Neptune and Aries, all right? Neptune, you're ruling, what are your rulers? Your modern ruler moving into Aries. This is the first time since 1861. Nobody living alive has experienced Neptune in Aries. It's been 164 years. So unless you're a vampire, you've not experienced this, okay? And you know about Pluto and Aquarius, no one's experienced that. It's been 250 years since that's happened. So not only is this never before, there are transits here that nobody living alive has experienced. So when I say 2025, the brink of something new beginnings. Yes, I did that. I did, right? It's big. 2025 is really big. You got Neptune moving into Aries, your 2nd house of income as well. So you got Saturn and Neptune there. All right, Neptune, imagination, creativity, dreams, right? Spirituality too. Whew, big spiritual year for you. So as you can see, several transits here we haven't seen in hundreds of years, all moving into fire and air. Take Jupiter out. You've got the 4 outer planets. Wow. Things are going to happen. You're going to see change happen. Fire and air is really, really big, okay? So just keep that in mind. And remember, they're all going from 29 degrees to 0 degrees to 1 degree. I mean, these are the degrees of change. Big changes in 2025, all right? Pay attention to spring, summer, fall. Remember, that's when you get a taste of what's to come in 2026, all right? So now, and remember, February 2026, when Saturn, Neptune conjunct, that's like the reset. That's the great reset. That's when all these big changes are you just moving into them, okay? That's going to be really big because here, Saturn and Neptune, co-present, they're in the same sign in Aries, but they don't have any out. So it's like, Saturn, it's almost like they go to a party, but they never meet. Does that make sense? Them being in the same house? They meet in 2026, February 2026, all right? So really, really, really big year. Now, the first 3 months, we have these retrogrades, so things may start really slowly for you, all right? 2025, I've been saying, doesn't really start until March, okay? Especially when we get to that first solar eclipse in Aries at the end of March. It's going to be really big because that's your 2nd house of income, salary, finances, like big stuff. But even in February, during your birthday season from February to March, there are some major things happening for you. So some of y'all may feel it as soon as we hit February. And even the end of January, I would not be surprised, okay? But just know we're moving into 2025 with Mars retrograde, all right? Mars is actually moving back into Cancer for January. And so that is your 5th house. Spend some time resolving conflicts, right, that you may have with children, with family, with significant others, love, things like that. And also redefine your goals. What do you want for the rest of 2025? All right, that's what Mars retrograde in Cancer is. Again, it's in your 5th house, even creative projects and whatnot. And just keep that in mind. Things that bring you joy, pleasure, fun, keep that in mind, okay? What do you want moving forward? Use January for that. Gain clarity from that. Now, Venus is going to go retrograde March 1st to April 12th. It's, and like I said, Mercury retrograde overlaps that too. Mercury retrograde during that time will be in Aries. It's going to end up in your sign in Pisces. It's going to change. Venus retrograde, by the way, it's going to start off in Aries and end up in Pisces in your sign. So just keep that in mind. Venus retrograde, you never want to start a relationship. I know this is the year for you to meet your true love, or if you're in a relationship, take it to another level. Like, there's so much partnership stuff happening for y'all, but there really is something here more about you going deep within yourself. What do I want in a relationship? So keep that in mind. And again, remember, I'm going to break down everything that I want you to pay attention to every month. There's so many big aspects happening. I can't. The other thing is, I was talking about numerology, right? So 2025 is the year of 9. 2 plus 2 equals 4 plus 5 equals 9. 9 is fulfillment. But first, it's the humanitarian. Remember, collective, humanity, big shift. That's happening in 2025, okay? Very empathetic. I like it. But 9 is fulfillment. It's the end, but not completely completion yet, okay? What 9 is more like a transition. It's very meaningful, but this is you preparing 4, 10. 2026 is the year of 10. 2 plus 2 equals 4 plus 6 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. What did I say? The Great Reset. New beginning, okay? Saturn, Neptune conjuncting at 0 degrees at the very beginning of the zodiac. Big, big, okay? So you see how the numerology aligns with what's happening astrologically as well. Really big. Really big, okay? So remember, just prepare for where you want to be by 2026. And remember, Pluto in Aquarius is definitely leading the brigade here. It's, you know, all about humanity. It's very radical energy, progressive energy, revolutionary, evolutionary. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. You're going to, it's power, empowerment, all right? So just keep that in mind. And again, I'm going to do separate videos because I'm just kind of like glossing over, you know, the big picture stuff here. We did talk about Jupiter. We talked about Saturn. Saturn's going to bring that structure too, by the way. All right. So Saturn is also karma as well. So anyway, Saturn moving into Aries mid-month, really going to be big for you because, hey, Saturn's leaving your sign. Pisces, Saturn's leaving your sign, moving into Aries, okay? But then will, at the end of the year, move back into your sign. Same thing with Uranus, moving back into Taurus. Same thing with Neptune, moving back into your sign. So what does that mean? Like I said, spring, summer, fall, big shifts, changes in your life. Winter time, you're going to go back and clear house to be where, you know, to make things official, to where you want to be 2026. Now, if you do, for instance, are, you know, like I said, if you're watching your rising sign, it's a different sign, or your moon sign for your kid, or whatever. You know, Saturn and Neptune in your sign in 2024, you, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo, could have felt the biggest squeeze. The biggest squeeze. All those Saturn squares, oh my goodness. 2025 is going to be different. It's going to be the cardinal signs. They're going to feel the squeeze, but it's going to be a different kind of squeeze. Again, I'll talk about it later in a different video. Saturn in Aries is a very different vibe from Saturn in Pisces, okay? So very, very interesting here. You're just going to have a lot of power in all three. You know, Albert Einstein, by the way, who is a Pisces, he, you know, natally had Saturn in Aries in his chart. Who else? Jennifer Aniston. Anyway, let's keep going. Uranus, in Gemini, I talked about this. You're going to have a lot of changes when it comes to the home front, okay? Home, family, foundations of your life. A lot of breakthroughs. Expect the unexpected. You're going to be redefining who you are, by the way. And Neptune and Saturn, co-present in Aries, that's all about the collective spirit as well. And then Neptune in Aries, oh my goodness, like I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, if you're an artist, this is very visionary, but remember, Neptune in Aries is so interesting. I mean, because Neptune is a collective unconscious and Aries is the I am. So again, just spirituality at a whole other level. Again, this is you. A lot of y'all are going to be finding out who you are and bringing it to the table, okay? Now, the nodal shifts, like I said, first time since 2006 to 2008. So again, this is mutable energy. So Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini, if that's your rising, if that's your moon, sun, whatever it is, y'all are going to feel it the most. No, y'all are going to feel it the most. 2026, guess who's going to feel it the most? North Node's moving into Aquarius, South Node's moving into Leo. So keep that in mind. Remember where you want to be in 2026. Remember how everything is lining up the way it's supposed to line up. Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius in 2026 with that Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries in February during Aquarius season, while the North Node is about to move into Aquarius. So when I say it really is all about humanity and the collective, come on, 2026 is the year. 2025, we're all getting there now. This North Node in your sign, South Node in Pisces is very, I call it the healing path, very healing energy, health. How can you grow? What can you let go? Right? Now, I'm talking about physical health. I'm talking about spiritual health. I'm talking about emotional health, mental health, social health. All of that's going to be on the table for you, Pisces. All of that, okay? Remember, y'all are letting go of some partnerships with Virgo in the South Node, right? Your opposite sign. But this is a time for you to ask yourself a lot of big questions. Like, am I sitting too much? Am I being active enough? Am I doom scrolling on social media? Am I doing, what are some habits I gotta let go? Am I limiting my beliefs? Am I doing a lot of self-sabotage? being aware. A lot of y'all, remember, are you're already feeling it, like that wake up. Everyone's waking up, okay? So this is, again, health is going to be a really big thing. Pisces, North Node in your sign, come on. That's a lot of intuition. That's a lot of creativity, like I said, healing, spirituality, really big. So South Node, Virgo South Node, releasing perfectionism, okay? Keep that in mind. That's going to be a big thing, all right? Big thing. You see my Pisces tattoo? Being hard on yourself, self-restrictions, things like that. We're letting it all go, Pisces, okay? Especially when it comes to partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, okay? Your relationship with one other person here. Maybe some legal matters as well. I'm not a Pisces, by the way. Y'all are just my secret crush. This is someone that's very dear to me. All right, now let's go ahead and get started because there's just so much going on. Too much going on here to, where am I, 25 minutes in? All right, that's good, that's good. So, one last thing I'm gonna tell you, these retrogrades, because they're gonna be happening in your sign, right? These retrogrades, January, February, March, they're actually, because of these specific retrogrades, some once a year auspicious, amazing aspects are gonna happen several times this year because of these retrogrades. No one else is going to tell you that. I'm the only one that knows that. Now, maybe some people know that. So it's almost like a blessing in disguise, all right? I'm going to point out a few of them throughout, when I break it down month by month. By the way, I looked at everything this year. I looked at all the new moons. I looked at all the full moons. You have one of the best new moons of the entire year, and I'm going to tell you why. But let's break it down though. Y'all okay, so let's do this. Let's do your spread. Oh, you can see Ruby now. Oh, you can't. Yeah, you can. She's on the floor. All right, how funny was that? Anyway, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. I just had the most Mercury retrograde moment where I did your spread. I went through every month, pointed out every day for you to look out for and to watch for it to look forward to. And then I did your other spread. But then while I was packing, I realized there were some cards from the deck that were still in the suitcase. So I've got to do it all over again. I'm excited for this, Pisces. Let's do it. I just take it as a sign. Maybe that spread wasn't for you. And you see Ruby in the background. It's really late. I had to just flip the camera around too so I can get some light in here. Let's just do it. Let's go for it, Pisces. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everything that's about to happen for you. Let's get started, Pisces, okay? Let me just pull up my notes again, and then we're gonna do your spread here. All right, so Pisces, let's see what we can expect for Pisces for 2025. Okay. Oh, and then I'm gonna have to, you see Ruby in the background there. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to put it down a little bit more, and then, you don't need to see me, right? You don't need to see me. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, 2025. Let's do it. Let's go for it, Pisces. All right, so Pisces, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Pisces, wow, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Listen, Mercury's my chart ruler. There you go. I'm Gemini rising. I got Virgo moon. Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. So Mercury retrogrades have a significantly enormous impact on me. Pisces, but this is all about you. Let's get started, all right? Let's get started. Let's see what's going up for you. Wow, all right, yeah, okay. Very, very cool, very cool. I like what I see here. You got this, remember I said this is gonna be a very spiritual year for you? Almost to the point of like super transcendent. Well, you see that here. Okay? And I do, and yes, a lot of the cards that came up in the last, they're in the different positions, but anyway, let's get started. You got the Seven of Swords here. Just be honest with yourself, about everything, All right, no skirting things now. Trust your intuition. Don't be afraid to go deep. All right, don't be afraid to go deep. You see, you got an archangel, the heart of your spread. All right, now Seven of Swords, is attributed to Aquarius. It is an Aquarius card. I had to do you and Aquarius over again, by the way. So if you're a cross watcher, you'll see the same thing for Aquarius. But this is an Aquarius card. Remember, Aquarius, Pluto moved into Aquarius, your 12th house. All right, that's a lot of. 12th house is a lot of things. It's everything beyond the physical plane, but it is, self-sabotage energy lives in the 12th house, right? Facing a lot of your fears, also hidden enemies, things like that. Just be aware, all right? Have that awareness, a word I made up. Clarity, awareness, together, all right? So keep that in mind. It could even be circumstances that are happening in your world where you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore that, like the fact that, my kid is taking cookies from the cookie jar when they should be taking the carrots from the fridge, whatever it is. Just, have a handle on things, okay? But it really is about you and your awareness and being honest with yourself about things within you and circumstances that may be happening within your world. Now, you also have this profound year with Judgment in the heart of your spread, okay? Now, what's really interesting is, remember I said that's an Aquarius card. Now you got Judgment attributed to the planet Pluto, okay? And I'm going to have to sit like this, okay? I'm going to have to sit like this. I could, because it's just a weird, anyway. So there you go. All right, this is Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. This is sound, the only card in tarot that has this huge connotation of sound. What is sound? It is healing, okay? It's vibrations. Remember, you're vibrating at the high frequency. This is what's helping. Hear the sound of the trumpet, all right? Have that spiritual awakening, that wake-up call. You're gonna. This is very, like, aha moment, okay? Spiritual awakening. You see the dead arising as well, all right? They've heard the call. They're seeking this meaningful life experience. They have this shot like, this is amazing. I love this for you and the heart of your spread. You do have the Eight of Pentacles in your challenge area. Two things here. One, just don't lose focus and just continue to work hard after the things that you want. Go toward your legacy here, okay? Second thing is there may be someone in your life within your orbit where you're seeing they're not, doing as much as you, okay? They're maybe slacking a little bit. You got to have that conversation, okay? You're the one that's being awakened here. You got to help them awaken, right? Now, you got the moon in your crown, which is amazing. And also, okay, let's talk about the amazing part. The moon attributed to Pisces in tarot, right? In astrology, it's Cancer, but the moon is your card in tarot, all right? So it's in your crown. Trust your intuition. You see, the moon is intuition. You got Judgment at the heart of your spread. Trust your intuition the most, okay? There's got to be some things that you're going to have to face that may be hard in 2025 that you're going to be fine if you trust your intuition and are willing to grow and willing to face those things that you have to face, okay, to become the best version of yourself, all right? The other thing is, with the moon in your crown, yes, there's going to be a lot going on up here, all right? But remember, you're going through a massive spiritual transformation. So again, when you let your intuition guide you, you're going to be fine, okay? You're going to be fine. Always trust your intuition, okay? There might be some things that you're going to have to go deep in your subconscious and unroot it, okay? Remember, you got the North Node in your sign. You're evolving, all right? Now, you got the Four of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Yeah, building that foundation, do it. Build that foundation for what you want, okay? Put a lot of emphasis in you this year, okay? In you and what you want your world to be like, and start building that foundation, right? Finances, going to be a thing here too, okay? Money, finances. Remember, the North Node was in Aries all last year in your second house. You had the South Node in Libra in your 8th house, the two money houses, kind of handing it off to, Saturn and up to this year, spring, summer, fall. Remember that, okay? Money, income, all of that. And then we do have that, I didn't tell you earlier, we have this bonkers new moon in Libra. So amazing in your 8th house of death and rebirth, transformation, but also shared resources, money in terms of inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions. We'll talk about that later. You got the Knight of Wands in your future. You're going to be fine. It's almost like you have this huge epiphany, this big spiritual awakening. You just run with it. Okay? With that Knight of Wands, you're on a mission. You're ready to have this transformative, moment in your life, and it's almost like there's many things that you can look forward to, many things that you are going to be going for, your ambitions, your passions, all of that, okay? Your career, by the way, a lot of your awakening is going to have an impact on your career in terms of, I see this differently, or I want to go in this path instead, or I want to elevate and ascend in this area. It's, you know, the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, by the way. Sagittarius rules your 10th house, okay? So it's not just career. If you're retired or what, it's just like whatever you're exerting your energy that you want to be known for, right? The best pillow maker in, you know, Arkansas, whatever, wherever, whatever you want, you're gonna go after it. Go after your dreams. Do it, okay? 10th house is also honors and achievements and your reputation. So let's see what's going on with your stuff. I'm so sorry. I gotta, there we go. It's just like the camera setup is just kind of funny, right? With it on the laptop. Pisces, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. You know I love y'all. Yeah, and you know I appreciate all that. You know I appreciate all that. All right, so you see Ruby in the background. I already point that out. It's late. It's late. Pisces, you know I love y'all. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, gosh, you are good. You're good, all right? You know what? Who needs chairs these days, right? This, you know, I'm an Aquarius. I do my own thing. I got to just, there we go. There we go. Isn't that easier? Yeah, it is. So you got the Page of Cups. Good for you. Follow your bliss this year. Remember what I said from the very beginning. Go hard. Go after the things that you want. You got the North Node in your sign, Pisces. You got the... Go after it. Like, Page of Cups has so much Piscean energy. You even see the fish here popping his head out of that cup. So remember, creativity, create. That's all going to be big for you with Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, in your 5th house of creation, procreation, creativity, recreation, create, okay? Get those creative juices flowing. It looks like a lot of y'all want something new anyway, okay? Just follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. You got the sun in your external factors area. There you go. The sun, the biggest yes in tarot. Come on. This is vitality. This is growth. This is abundance. This is optimism. This is opportunities. This is achievements. This is feeling free. This is this sun, like shining all those dark shadows out, right? Like you're good. You're good. This isn't your, like you're good. You're absolutely good this year. You got the Tower, but you got it in an area of your spread where it's just like, no, I don't want any more like surprises. I don't want anything that's like out of the blue. I don't want any like chaos, and I don't need any of that. So vibrate at that frequency. Put yourself on the timeline where that does not exist, right? You create your reality, all right? So this is all really great. You got the 9 of Pentacles in your final outcome. Talk about like self-sufficiency, independence. Talk about having worked so hard, right? To reap your rewards, your harvest. Look at that. You got the symbol of Venus all over her gown here. Come on, that's a big deal. It only appears in 2 cards. Out of all the cards, all 78 cards, the symbol of Venus, right? Love, relationships as well, money big time here, right? Creativity. Think of everything Venus rules. Even if you take all of that out of the equation, Venus really is just what brings you pleasure. What do you desire, right? Think about that. And that's this, earning it. We're working hard to earn this abundance and enlightenment. You're good. And that's why I say don't lose focus, okay? Don't be sidetracked. Go on your journey. Because remember, you got that 8 of Pentacles here in your challenger. So again, it could be someone else that you're just like, I'm doing all the work here. I'm doing all the work here. All right, so let's break it down. We're gonna go January. Let's point out some days I want you to mark down in your calendar. Take out your Apple pen, your pen, old school pen, pencil maybe. Do those still exist? Anyway, January. Okay, so I'm scrolling. I got a lot of notes. It's like 30 pages of notes. Okay, January. Listen, January, I'm going to do your January forecast in a few weeks. I'm just going to tell you one thing. Venus is moving into your sign. Now, remember what I said from the very beginning, how the retrogrades we have this year they're going to have a big impact. They're almost like a blessing in disguise. Now, a huge one for you. Okay? Venus is moving into your sign. Venus is exalted in your sign, by the way. So, like, not only like in her throne, but in her throne being carried by people. Like Venus in Pisces, huge. That starts on January 2nd. Be mindful of the fact that Mars is going to be opposite Pluto that day as well. All right, but you're going to feel that throughout the month. But Venus in Pisces softens it, and that's so amazing for you because that's happening right when the Sun sextiles Saturn still in your sign. I mean, there's something here with commitments, there's something here with love, relationships, everything that I said about Venus earlier, right? Moving into your sign, okay? And here's the thing, because Venus is going retrograde, Venus is going back into your sign. So you got Venus for a long time in your sign. That's enormous, all right? Remember, Mars is retrograde throughout the month as well. The Sun conjuncting Pluto is a big thing on the 21st, okay? That's a once-a-year aspect. That's huge. That's major, okay? This is when some of y'all are going to have some big psychic pops, all right? Pay attention to your dreams, too, all right? But there's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes for you at this point. And then, oh, wow. Okay, I'll just tell you now. Venus trine Mars on the 25th. Remember, Venus is in your sign. You got Mars in Cancer. And this is one of the best days of the month, all right? Even though Mars is retrograde, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? Mars is in Cancer. Cancer rules your 5th house. There's something here. 5th house is true love. It's relationships, it's children. You got Venus in Pisces in your sign. This is special, all right? Venus is strong here, too. This is a great day for all water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but for you, yes, okay? And then remember, I said in the, the end of January is when a lot of you are going to feel like this big kickoff, right? Because we just had the Pluto-Sun conjunction. You've got Mercury trining Uranus, good news coming out of the blue, just something big. On the 27th, on the 28th, then you got Mercury conjuncting Pluto. This only happens once a year. And then on that day, January 28th, that's my birthday. Amazing day. Big day to celebrate. Now, seriously though, the day after the 29th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. Now, I looked at all the new moons, I looked at all the full moons for the entire year. This is one of the best new moons of 2025. You've got Jupiter trining the Sun and the Moon. Remember, Sun conjuncting Pluto. You got Uranus in a good spot here. You got Mercury conjuncting, and the day after the new moon in Aquarius on January 29th, that would be January 30th, not only does Uranus go direct, you've got the Sun trine Jupiter. So that brings in all this luck and abundance and good fortune and profit and wisdom. So just pay attention to the last week of January, especially the 29th when we have that new moon in Aquarius. One of the best. February, listen, Pisces, happy birthday. Y'all are amazing. My secret crush. It's not so secret anymore. If you're new to my channel, you are, okay? This is not me. I'm an Aquarius, but this is for someone dear to me. All right, now, let's see. You got a big thing for you for February. Oh, gosh. The big thing for you would be the 27th, all right? So the new moon in your sign. Your life is changing. This is huge. You got the Sun, Moon, Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune, okay? All in your sign on the 27th, okay, of February. This is big. It's a 10-degree, I love a 10-degree new moon. This is big. Your life is changing. A lot happening here. You got the support. You got a stellium here. I mean, this is huge. That same day, Mercury will sextile Uranus. More good news comes out of nowhere, especially with home matters. Significant other, parents, children, realtor, real estate, things like that, all right? Big. And then March, happy birthday, continues. Now, Venus will officially go retrograde in Aries on the 1st. Remember, this is going to be 6 weeks and will finish its retrograde in your sign. But then when Venus goes direct, it'll be in your sign. Really nice. All right, so just keep that in mind. The big thing in March, there's a lot. I think one of the best for you would be the 12th. Pay attention to March 12th. The Sun conjuncting Saturn. Remember, that's in your sign. And this is a once-a-year aspect, so there's something here. It's almost like there's something new that you're moving into. You're getting a lot of structure around. There's something long-term commitment. here. Now, what's really interesting is that on the 14th, 2 days later, we do have that lunar eclipse. Okay, full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. That's going to be on the 14th. And then, so there's some partnership, relationship that's it's gone. All right, gonzo. And then you have the new moon solar eclipse on the 29th. That's going to be really big. It's happening at the same time Neptune moves into Aries. Remember, the last time that happened was 1861. All right, so new moon, solar eclipse in Aries on the 29th in your second house of income, salary, finances. This is an eclipse. This is strong. Pay attention to this day. Oh my goodness. And this is the last eclipse in Aries, by the way, before we move into, the Pisces, Virgo eclipses. It's hugely enterprising, by the way. So there's something here. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all are launching new businesses. There's something big here for you. So let's see what's going on for you for January, February, and March. There we go. Yeah. So remember, you got a lot of Mercury action happening, so a lot of news. Remember, you've also got Uranus very active too. Uranus is in Taurus in your third house of communication, negotiations, contracts, agreements, like all important conversations, learning new things. You got the Page of Swords. He's a sponge. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. This is a new way of seeing things, thinking things as well. Big, 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 big. It goes with everything else that's happening. Do you even see that? Where should I put him? There you go. All right. April. Listen, April, you got, listen, oh my gosh. April 4th, can you mark this in your calendar? I got to tell you what's happening here. I can't even believe what's happening here, actually. So April 4th, you got Saturn sextiling Uranus, okay? The last time this happened was March 1997. Now, on the same day, you've got Mars sextiling Uranus too. Then you've also got Mars trining Saturn in your sign. This is one of the biggest days of 2025. Actually, one of the biggest days of the decade. This is one of the biggest days of the decade. Big breakthroughs that you're going to experience, big news that you're going to get. You got some big stuff happening here. Big. All right, just keep that in mind. There's a lot happening here in terms of pleasure. There's something here that even children, things that love, true love, a lot of things. You got the two malefic planets, Mars and Saturn, in this amazing auspicious aspect, doing something very special for you. Not only doing something special for you, Pisces, we have Mars trine Saturn 3 times in 2025. Remember, I said those retrogrades are a blessing in disguise because Mars trine Saturn only happens once a year. Twice a year tops, depending on the retrogrades, etc. Mark this in your calendar. This is April 4th. And then, that's good. Now, let's go to May. Historic month, we got Saturn moving into Aries. That's going to be really big, all right? That's on the 24th. What's really crazy about that, guess what happens on the day that Saturn moves into Aries? On May 24th, the Sun will trine Pluto, major, and then Mercury will conjunct Uranus. I mean, that's another once-a-year aspect, okay? So, again, you're getting some really amazing news out of nowhere. Big breakthroughs that you could have as well. Remember, Uranus is the great awakener. And the Sun trining Pluto, come on, those are powerhouses. And it's all leading up to the 26th. May 26th, the new moon in Gemini. Another one of the best new moons of the year because it will be conjuncting Mercury. It's trining Pluto. It's sextiling Neptune and Saturn. I mean, Mercury sextiling Saturn. Mercury trining Pluto as well. I mean, holy cow. I'm just skimming the surface. I'm only giving you like 1 or 2 days out of each month. So think about that. Think about how big 2025 is going to be. All right. So really, and this is a time where a lot of y'all are going to be moving. A lot of y'all are going to, maybe move into bigger homes because you're having a family or moving in with someone. This is a time where you may buy real estate, maybe turn it into an Airbnb. There's something here. You may have a child. You may be doing something to, maybe significant other, getting married. There's so many possibilities for y'all. June. June has not only the 2 luckiest days of the year, keyword luckiest, right? So the 2 luckiest days of the year are in June, but also about 4 of the best days of the year are also in June. So June, whoa, okay, yeah, yep. Let me just give you 2 here. I don't want to spoil the, but Mercury conjuncting Jupiter, June 8th, okay? That's rare. Something big is happening for you here. Negotiations, opportunities, good news, all of that, okay? Now, Jupiter and Mercury actually move into Cancer at that point. There you go, your 5th house, the house of joy and pleasure. Amazing. And then the second luckiest day would be, where are we? June 24th. The sun, did I really just laugh like that? The sun conjuncting Jupiter. All right, now listen, that's June 24th, luckiest day of the year, okay? Remember, this is happening in Cancer, in your 5th house of joy, pleasure, true love, relationships, children, creativity, self-expression, procreation, recreation, like take your pick. This is absolutely amazing. One of the reasons why is because it's happening right at the time of the new moon in Cancer, another one of the best new moons of 2025. Jupiter's going to be aligning with the sun and moon. You got Mars sextiling Jupiter. I mean, there's just Mercury sextiling Uranus, sun sextiling Mars, and then Mercury trining Saturn. I can't even, I can't. Let's see what's going on for you for April, May, June. Okay, let me just... Alrighty. Of course. You got this. Y'all are amazing. Pisces, come on, you got the 10 of Cups. Happy everything. Now remember, Jupiter just moved into your 5th house of true love, children, right? Moving, you see that house? A lot of y'all big stuff happening as well. You got the only rainbow in tarot, right? Indicating this promising future. This is a card of total happiness and enjoyment and joy, and this is a Pisces card. Okay, now let's move on. Remember, I said spring, summer, fall, big. All right, now let's go to July. July, another historic month. Uranus moving into Gemini. That's going to be big. This is Venus's month, by the way. All right, Venus's month. Venus has so many aspects in July. If I were you, okay, so Uranus moves into Gemini on the 7th, Venus will trine Pluto that day as well, so a big day of love, passion, money, sex, all of that, all right? Now, the 10th, July 10th, that's one of the best full moons of the year, all right? The full moon in Capricorn, that's amazing. It's a lucky full moon. All right? All the planets are really harmonizing around this point. And you got Venus conjuncting Uranus. You've got a lot going on here. That full moon in Capricorn, there's something here that's really nice in terms of one chapter closing, another opening, maybe something with a community, friendships. It's also your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. It's really nice. Okay, now let's get to August, a rare month. Actually, for you Pisces, I really want you to pay attention to I would pay attention to the 22nd. The day that we move into Virgo season, we have a new moon in Virgo, and this is a huge refresh. I mean, this is a blast of a new moon, actually, with Mercury and Mars sextile, Uranus trining Pluto. You got Saturn in the mix here as well. This new moon in Virgo, remember, your 7th house, partnerships, relationships, so there's something new here forming for you. Now, on the 28th of August 28th, you got Uranus sextiling Neptune. I can't with this. We have not seen this happen since September 1965. Wow. Rare month indeed. And Uranus and Neptune, by the way, are just kind of locked in at this point until June 2027. Remember, Uranus is in Gemini, and then Neptune is in Aries, so there's something here with money for you. Anyway, Let's go to September. September, we have the eclipses, all right? So we have that eclipse in your sign. Let's see, that would be the 7th, okay? So September, the full moon, so we have a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign, okay? Saturn's going to be back in your sign at this point too. Sextiling Uranus, by the way. And Jupiter sextiling the Sun. And Neptune and Uranus, remember, they're vibing. Pluto, Uranus, they're trining. Things are changing. This is a great eclipse for you. Because you got to look at what's happening around this time too. Oh my goodness, you got the Sun sextiling Jupiter, Mercury sextiling Jupiter. So these are harmonious. And, they only happen like twice a year. Oh my goodness. Pay attention to your eclipse here. It's a big one, all right? And then you got that new moon solar eclipse in Virgo on the 21st. So, yes, we just had that new moon in Virgo, but we got this solar eclipse in Virgo. So now that's like really big partnership activity, like forming. It's almost like you had like a little and now it's like, hello, door opening, all right? So keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what's going on for you for July, August, and September. All right. Ow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, you're good. You're good. Your life is changing. Of course, you have an eclipse in your sign. Right? You got the nodes in your sign. Virgo. Your life is changing. You got the death card. Transformation, right? Transformational process is more like it. Moving toward the sun here, right? You see the sun poking out in the back. So you're going to east. Is opportunity. The sun, it's a sunrise, by the way. Sunrise is in the east. You know that because of the river here, the boat moving eastward. Anyway, you're good. You're good. Your life is changing. You're going through a big transformation. Caterpillar to butterfly. Now, caterpillar to butterfish. Get it? Because you're the fish. Anyway, I'll stop. Listen, October. Let's go to October. This is actually insane. October, we have one of the most bonkers new moons. This can be October 21st, new moon in Libra, okay? Remember, Uranus and Pluto are just getting stronger and stronger at this point. And now you have the new moon in Libra. So you've got this air trine, right? All three air trines, Uranus and Gemini, Pluto and Aquarius, new moon in Libra. You got this amazing grand trine, and it's just so profound, this new moon, because Venus is actually moving into Libra just a few days before. And so Venus is in her domicile, and Venus is the ruler of this new moon, trining Uranus and Pluto. Hello, if you're rising or moon or whatever, if it's an air sign or a fire sign, like, you will really feel this. But every sign is going to feel this. Now, you're going to feel this in a really big way. It's in your 8th house of death and rebirth, of transformation, of regeneration, but also shared resources and love and like relationships, business partners, things like big new moon for you. Okay. Now, November, I've been saying, it's funny, I've been telling every sign, I write every aspect. I go through every single aspect for the year, okay? So we're talking like over 400 aspects, but I highlight the ones. I'm like, I think they need to know this. I think that I should tell them this. November, everything is highlighted every single day. November is jam-packed. There's so much happening every single day. Every single day. The one thing that I guess there's just so much. Okay, so okay, Venus trining Jupiter. There's one for you. That's just absolutely amazing here. You got the two benefic planets doing something really special for you. Now, why is this special? This is the 25th, okay? So this is, okay, so November 25th. Why is this so special for you? Is because the same day Venus will also trine Saturn, okay? It's big. That's big. Remember, Saturn's moved back into your sign at this point. Remember, I said all the planets are moving back to where they were in the beginning of the year. So this is big for you, all right? There's something here, again, with commitment, something that you have a lot of luck around, children, true love, your recreations, hobbies. There's everything. 5th house. Okay. Now December is it's kind of like the most challenging month of the entire year. How funny is it, right? Great year. And then we get to December where it's a little bit challenging. And I'm not saying that, there's going to be challenges, obviously, throughout every month. Like there are squares and, oppositions and just like things like that, right? But there are 7 squares in December on top of some opposition. So there is a very like serious vibe, as a lot of like letting go of stuff and feeling a little bit tested in some areas as you move into this remember where you want to be by 2026, okay? So just consider it like a little bit of a speed bump. But let's see, the biggest thing for you, I think, would be, December 6th and 7th, you got Mercury trining Jupiter and Saturn. So there is words being spoken here that's for the long term. A lot of luck again. A lot of good fortune, wisdom, profit. There's just so much stuff. Remember, Saturn has moved back into your sign. So big. Okay. Big career stuff happening for you in December. Still big stuff here. Okay. You got that new moon in Sagittarius on the 19th. Now it is a new moon, but it's still like it's surrounded by a bunch of squares. So it could feel a little like of a squeeze as you celebrate this new beginning, but just keep that in mind. All right, anyway, we'll talk about it in a year from now. Let's see what's going on for you for October, November, and December. You see the cards? Okay. Oh. All right. 9 of Wands. Well, I mean, we are in Sagittarius season, right? And we do have that new moon in Sagittarius. And so, yeah, at this point, you may feel a bit of a squeeze. This card is attributed to Saturn in Sagittarius, but funny because we have all these Saturn squares in December. So, yeah, you're just going to feel a little bit of squeeze. Don't give up. The 9 of Wands is the don't give up card. It's like, hang in there. You got this, all right? I'll clarify that one too for you. And it could be career related, by the way. Sagittarius, like I said, rules your 10th house. If you're not here for career, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, honors, achievements, your reputation, things that you're just really, really passionate about. All right. So, yeah, just please hang in there. Okay. Because you're going to be absolutely fine. Your life is changing. Remember, you're starting this brand new journey in a brand new era, the age of ascension, everything, okay? You just got the world. You're good. Be very proud of yourself because you're going to have one of the most transformative years with the North Node in your sign. And everything else that's happening as well. You're good. You're good. Now, let's break it down. Let's talk about, let's single some things out. We're going to pull cards for love, career, money, all of that. Let's start with love. What can Pisces expect for love in 2025? By the way, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot. Because Pluto and Aquarius, right? This card flew out. Let's see what we got here. 8 of Swords. Okay, so when it comes to love, just get out of your head. Okay, this card is, as we know, well, this card we call like the self-victim card. She put herself in this place where she's surrounded by swords, protecting herself in a way where she's really not. It's, the irony is that she thinks that she's built this, perfect little palace and haven, where in fact, in reality, it's like a prisoner of her thoughts. It's swords, right? So face those things that you have to face, all right? Remember, you got that 7 of Swords. So be honest with yourself and face, all those things that you in your head you think are hard, they're not, right? This card, remember, I always say fear is fiction, right? It's just stuff we create in our heads, right? This is saying, let's not create those things because they don't exist. So face them, and that's going to be, you being your authentic self. Okay, and because we're on love at this point. Okay, I'm going to clarify that 8 of Swords for you, by the way. Okay. The Emperor. All right. Good for you. Good for you. You get out of that. Look at how empowered you're going to be. The Emperor, the ruler of his destiny. right? Divine masculine here. This is saying, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm on top of this, and I can get whatever I want. I mean, this is the Emperor, okay? Mastery of self, knowing who you are, confidence, okay? Being the master of your storytelling, the story of your life. You can have it all in love, okay? And, you know, there's a lot of family energy that's coming up for me. And I know that's a separate category I'm going to do later, but just to let you know, it's that energetically, a lot of family energy is coming up for me when it comes to love. So it could be like love for a family as well. But in terms of true love, just know that you're good enough. Know it. Know that you're good enough. Know that you have so much to offer. That's okay. Remember, you do have Pluto moving into Aquarius in your 12th house. Self-sabotage energy, okay? That 8 of Swords. Did you get that anywhere else? I don't think you did. Oh yeah, you had the moon in your crown. Yeah, that just, don't overanalyze things here, all right? You're fine. You're amazing. You're beautiful, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for career. You want to see what's going on? Okay, let's see. Career. What can we expect for Pisces for 2025 when it comes to career? That's it. Yeah, Queen of Wands. You can have whatever you want. Yeah, listen, you got a big old career thing happening here. Queen of Wands, she is the entrepreneur. She's the one that people, you know, gravitate toward her, you know? She's charming. She's very regal, too. She knows the law of attraction. She knows how it works. And it starts with that confidence, you know? The Queen of Wands didn't wake up one day and says, I hope that I'm the Queen of Wands one day. No, she woke up saying, I'm going to be the Queen of Wands because that's the reality I'm creating for myself. You got that. You can get whatever you want. Again, very entrepreneurial. I love you're ascending. Health, okay? So when we say health in all regards, but let's see where the focus is. Like mental health, emotional health, social health, physical health, all of that. All right. Yeah. 6 of Wands. Wow, look at you. Speaking of rising above, there you go. 6 of Wands is all about eminence, all right? But this is someone who's proud of themselves. This is someone who's getting this, it's public recognition here, honors, achievements, all of that we talked about earlier, all right? So it just looks like you're going to be on top of things. You're going to be on top of things, and hey, you may be. You remember, this is the year of health, where you got the North Node in your sign too. Remember, you're going to be so spiritually active. You could be someone that's helping others, supporting others, and you're being well respected for what you do, okay? And that, elevates and increases everything, like mental health, emotional health. All of it is just vibrating at this high frequency. Money. Let's see. Money. Ace of Swords. Amazing. All right. So, well, that card came out for you. And yeah, that was it for you. That was a card. Hey, listen, Ace of Swords, new beginnings, contracts, agreements, all of that. Remember, you got big old money stuff happening. Just big. Yeah. Saturn and Neptune and Aries, wow. In your second house of income, that's huge. New contracts, new agreements, new way of seeing things, mental breakthroughs. Ace of Swords is also a lot of just clarity, big clarity around things, big ideas, new beginnings. All right, now family. Let's see what's going on with family for Pisces. All right. 5 of Swords. All right, so a little, family energy. Listen, 5 of Swords is one of those cards where it's all about self-respect. It's all about self-dignity. Can you see eye to eye with family members? There may be some not seeing eye to eye this year with that 5 of Swords energy, but remember, trust your intuition. The 5 of Swords is an Aquarius card. Aquarius in your 12th house of self-sabotage, facing fears, hidden enemies. So really just be your authentic self. And again, your intuition is going to be on a whole other level. All right, so let me clarify that 5 of Swords for you. Ooh, there it is. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a big provider, and he takes care of his own. All right, he's also the richest king. You got the King of Pentacles here, right? A lot of abundance, wealth. right? So, in family matters, this is a lot of sharing. A lot of sharing in terms of, let's spread this wealth, okay? All types of wealth. It could even be spiritual wealth, but moving away from that Five of Swords energy. So yeah, there may be some, again, not seeing eye to eye, maybe like side-eyeing family sometimes. Don't do that. You're going to be fine. The last card is, well, especially with that King of Pentacles there, that's really taken care of. Yeah, okay. He's a family man. Now, a rich family man. Pay attention, okay, to this card. That's what I call this card. It is the pay attention card. What should Pisces really pay attention to in 2025? We're going to use that as a clarifier. Seven of Swords. And, two of them fell out. Oh, wait, no, that's not. That was, I don't know why that's still in there. That's so funny. It was the description card. Queen of Pentacles. So you got both the King and the Queen. So pay attention to the Seven of Swords, especially because you got it here. Pay attention to a card that comes out twice. Seven of Swords. Be honest with yourself, all right? Just really be honest with yourself. You're going to be going through a big change with the higher mind and the physical mind. So find that perfect merge, okay? That's going to be happening for you. And then the Queen of Pentacles popped out. You got the pair here. So really interesting. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, the richest king and the richest queen. The difference between them, the Queen of Pentacles, her energies and powers are more internal. She's more, is more of an intimate, like as a ruler, like maybe like people within her orb. King of Pentacles, more like society, like a bigger scale. And his powers are more external. Queen of Pentacles, so just letting that maternal side come out in terms of taking care of others. It seems like this is a year in 2025 where you will be, and it's in a sense like wanting that. You want to be the mother hen. It can be with children, it can be with your significant other, it can be in any capacity. But Queen of Pentacles has the resources to build the world that she wants, not only for herself, but for the people that she wants to build it for too. She is really, really great. And I think that a lot of y'all are going to be focusing on your squad, like friends and groups of friends and things like that, making new ones this year. Okay? And this is something that's coming through. Actually, Queen of Pentacles is also Capricorn. There you go. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, which rules your 11th house. Capricorn rules your 11th. So your social network, communities, right? Groups, organizations you belong to. Anyway, Pisces, what a year you got ahead. You got a big old year ahead. I'm very excited for you. Just, just be honest with yourself and don't take any shortcuts when you know intuitively, like, I got to do this the way that the long way, or, you know what I mean? Like, the way that makes more sense, where I get a lot more out of it. I'm enriching my life through that way. But, wow, you got the Sun and your external factors, you got the Nine of Wands, you got the Nine of Pentacles, and your final outcome. Yeah, you got the world and everything. You got a big old year. You got a big year that's coming through, okay? So, very excited for you. Very excited for you. You got that Death card, transformation. You got that Ten of Cups here as well. You got a big year. You got the North Node in your sign. That just makes it automatically like a big year. Anyway, Pisces, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. We'll talk. All right, we'll talk. Remember, we'll go a lot deeper. I'm just kind of grazing, right? That just the big things. Y'all are amazing. All right, I'm gonna let you go. All right, thanks so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.